Good afternoon.
Guess what we're trying to get into some big picture things. Let's just start off with some housekeeping. With Jared, is he fully backing in with Colin? Is it still sort of an indefinite situation, or and also what's the latest with Yanni for?
What?
Sorry,
Is that it?
well, that's just the housekeeping.
Blackie still, his situation not changed. So you watched practice today. He did more and more again. So that's another good step and a good sign. Jared McCann back full in practice today. That will be a game day decision tomorrow. Yanni is day to day right now with a lower body.
What was your best sort of very end for these guys at the end of practice?
Just dig in and keep pushing. It's not about moral victories and having parts of the game feel good and be good on a consistent basis. It's about building wins, and we've come up short on our last two nights in pushing and getting the win. So we all have to push and be a little bit better to get across the finish line.
When you go through a couple games like that, can it look and feel worse than maybe it actually is?
Well, the two games are completely different for me, in terms of we were really disappointed, with the Arizona game. That's probably the one night where we felt we had holes, just in our consistency. Last night's game was a much different feel. I felt like we earned a lot in that game last night. But again, we have to do a little bit more to make sure that we get the result, especially in some of these divisional games.
When you guys look at the film in a game like last night, where there was so much positive, as a coach, do you focus more on that when you're talking to the team, or do you have to find a balance between pointing out the mistakes, but also?
I find with our group, we speak to the truth, of what it is, the good and the good areas and the areas we can, be better in. And the reality is, you can't break down every single piece of the game when you have a busy schedule. So, right now for me, it's not about one or two small areas, just about everything just coming together and being a little bit stronger, and that's what a 60-minute victory looks like.
Defensively, how would you describe last night compared
Offensively,
no, defensively. Like, how would you describe last night compared to what you had seen in previous games, like Arizona and like Edmonton, where it seemed like turnovers and clearing the puck are kind of an issue?
Yeah, I thought Edmonton we were pretty good. That's a game that I feel like we deserved a better result in. I really liked our game at Edmonton. We had the puck a lot. Edmonton is a team that's going to gain O-zone time and going to spend time in the O-zone. So you're going to have to defend well, and I thought we did that. Again, the Arizona game for me was we gave up. So and it only takes two or three, too easy of opportunities. Last night was a different feel. The goal at the end of the second period against after we had worked so hard, we had a great second period. We had given up nothing in our end. We barely touched our own end. I think we'd maybe given up one opportunity kind of from the goal line, and we'd had a real good second period. We worked very hard to build that lead. So to give that back the way we did, that's an area we have to address. Regardless of the technicality of what should have happened differently on that play, mentality is a piece of that.
So mentality is a piece of that, like, what is that conversation like, especially when you all have said, hey, we feel like there have been times we're gaining that momentum and we're finding our identity, but then like you have something like that, and it's like, does that chip away at that, or is that a different conversation, or how do you?
Well, it can erode if you let it, but again, I said we speak to things pretty directly and truthfully, and I believe our players are very much that way. They have a very honest approach. So we all know that we can't let that happen. Whether it's whatever piece of the lineup or the roster that it is, you jump over the boards, and everybody else knows, hey, you're going to get that done. Whether it's a forward making a play, a defenseman making a play defensively, or a goaltender making a save at a key time. Those are things that we're confident in developing in our game.
And so when you look at the fact that, like, in some of these games, like I believe it was Arizona, the average goal distance I think was like 20 feet they scored. With Edmonton, it was 9. What's conversation about just trying to, I guess, make teams shoot from further out. And what's that been like when you see those games like you had in Edmonton where they are getting goals from a short distance? Like, what is the conversation?
I mean, every one of those situations it gets a little bit differently. When you look at the way we defend, we protect the inside very well. And if you look at the numbers, they'll allude to that. In terms of making sure we're defending from the inside out, and that's the goal. And from there, everybody has to do their job. Like I said, every piece of the team has a job to do to shut a play down and to get us out of the zone.
Whether it's home habits, their own beds, what have they missed most about being on home ice again?
Oh boy, in a busy schedule, especially in the Western Conference, travel is a part of daily life, right? There's different challenges, and I think as you get home, everybody appreciates being at home. We're quickly growing to appreciate the atmosphere in our building, which is awesome. I'm sure the players are the same, but I continually have people from around the country asking are people really having that much fun in that building? It looks awesome, and my answer is yeah, it's awesome. The atmosphere is good there. It's a group that we want to play well in front of. We want to play hard for, so that for sure is part of coming home.
You mentioned that your team likes to be straightforward and up front. At least we heard that from the guys that came out before you.
Yeah.
We're very honest up front. Is that a sign that the whole team's kind of in the same space, same mentality, pulling the same way when you hear players?
Yeah, I believe so. You can have when you have negative outcomes and bumps in the road. Those can either erode or they can make you stronger and tighter. I fully believe this group is growing stronger and tighter. We're going through some crap right now. It's not fun. Losing hockey games, on a 2-game road trip is not fun. But it's also not something that that anybody's going to dwell on. We're going to dwell on the things that make us better, make us stronger, and there's a pathway for us. What we like is the guys that are kind of relish that opportunity and relish that challenge, enjoy a day like today, and look forward to the challenge that's in front of us here.
When it comes to that honesty, I mean, how common is that throughout your career? Do you have guys who've always been upfront about like, hey, this is what we're doing wrong, or does it take a little bit of time for them to get there? I mean, what's your experience been like in terms of finding those guys who can be honest about it?
Yeah, every team's a little bit different. Every leadership core is a little bit different. So I've talked from day one. I believe in our leadership here. I think we have great people, and whenever you go through a rough patch, that's a real good place to start. Is with good people, competitive people, competent in what they do, and I believe in our group in that way inside our dressing room.
What's the level of urgency right now as you kind of look at, a lot of teams are building pretty good records in the division. Is there any concern about where things are at this stage of the season?
Well, take the challenge at hand. We can't go back and change any results. We can't take care of things that are going to happen 2 and 3 weeks down the road. So, as you look at things, you got to take care of your own business. At the end of the year, you can look back historically at what playoff teams look like in terms of points, right? So, take care of your own business. In that regard, I mentioned, one of the things, divisional games are awful important. So get the focus where it needs to be. Take care of business, that's at hand today, and that's where the focus needs to be and where our group is.